Stations of the Cross, number 3. Scott Erickson's image of 2 severed hands, covered in tattoos, makes the sign of the cross. Luke chapter 22, verse 53. Jesus says, "Every day I was with you in the temple courts, and you did not lay a hand on me. But this is your hour, when darkness reigns." Lockdown 3. Too much late night with John Wick, and not enough early mornings with Joe Wicks. The realization that my afternoon power nap and the extra glass of wine was more than fatigue, but a sadness, a deep sadness, which was not alone. Grief, deep grief, a grief which was dark. Denial, the companion of sadness, which keeps grief in the shadows. Its antidote, its antithesis, its antibody is to lament, to lay bare, to name and expose the darkness. Erickson's image appears like a macabre tarot card. The severed hands are covered in naive doodle tattoos. The signs become symbols, infused with meaning and intent. They are tinged with an almost dark sacramental power. The severed left hand of a murdered thief. In Whitby Museum you can see an example of, in parenthesis, the hand of glory. The severed left hand would be used as a holder for a candle made from the fat of the deceased's corpse. When this was presented to a victim, it would render them paralyzed. Dark magic invoking dark powers to enable dark deeds when darkness reigns. Justice, a dish served cold. The power of social media, which saps our strength and will. Children who cut. The fear of violence in the dark. Tears which point to death. We are blind. Who really holds the keys? Time. And to quote, "We are faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are faced with the fierce urgency of now. In this unfolding conundrum of life and history, is such a thing as being too late. Procrastination is still the thief of time." Pointing fingers make the sign of the cross. X marks the spot. During the plague years, parishioners feared that they would miss out on the resurrection if their body parts were lost or misplaced in mass graves. Theologians reassured them that God needed no more than a skull and thigh bone for resurrection. Hence the crossbones synonymous with death. The image stirs my sadness. Denial would seek to hide it and allow it to fester like a rotten corpse, to paralyze my life. My sadness opens a door to grief. Holy God, hear my cry. I acknowledge the reality of dark powers, the darkness of my life choices, the darkness that condemns myself, the darkness that condemns others, the darkness that condemns Christ. Holy God, hear my cry.